Possibly they spotted me. Battle scar, shogun. Explosion with my pen is tremendous. Ultraviolet shine, blind forensics. I inspect you through the future, see millennium. Killer bees, so 50 gold, 60 platinum. Shackling the masses with drastic rap tactics. Graphic displays melt the steel like black moon jackets, queen bees, ease the guns in. Running with patrolmen, tear gas, lace the function. Heads by the score, take flight inside the war. Ticks in the floor, the offense, demand more. Behold the bold soldier, control the glow slowly. Proceeds to blow, swinging swords like Shinobi. Stomp grounds and bearing footprints inside the ride. Who got a lot performing live on your hottest live?
Songwriters for Sunny King.
Please calm down. The music and everything. I went and bought me an outfit today that costed a lot of money today. You know what I mean? Because I figured that Wu-Tang was going to win. I don't know how y'all see it, but when it comes to the children, Wu-Tang is for the children. We teach the children. You know what I mean? Puffy is good, but Wu-Tang is the best. Okay? I want y'all to know that this is ODB and I love you all. Peace.
Thank you, Mr. Right. Is this us? Yeah. I'm confused now.
I mean, they listen. No doubt they listening because they know where the fuck this shit started at. If y'all notice, we brung this shit back. We brung it back. Hip hop was on its edge. It was really fucked up, the politics and all that shit. But once we came in, we set a new mark, man. Wow. We set a goal. You know what I'm saying? But a lot of motherfuckers want to act like they don't want to give us our props. Right. But we don't give a fuck. You see what I'm saying? We don't care because when it's time for fucking battling and bringing it to the streets and holding mine as a person,
that's
myself,
when it really go down.
That's when you really see the real shit come out of motherfucker. You know what I'm saying?
We in the last times and days right now. The Illuminati's in effect. See, the Illuminati ain't nothing but like it's going to be a second Great Depression out here in America. Except this time, corporate America's prepared themselves for it. Meaning when it hits, their money is going to be safe. As far as the rest of us that don't own our own businesses and things of that nature, so we're going to be killing each other in the streets, man. Mad Max and Beyond Terrordome and all that is going to be on, man. And they're going to have to blow us up, which is what they're going to do.
I need help. I need help. The government is after me. I need help. Someone help me, please.
Understand it.
Someone help me.
My children.
They already did Tupac and Biggie Smalls. Someone help me. Someone help me, please. I'm a groupie for life, about non-wife. All the babies are mine, save a child life. No more doctors delivering my babies. Thinking pins killing me slowly. To the president to say I'm a welfare fraud, you motherfucking right. I spurn this dark house, why? Insecure about my ding dong. Married to Babylon, my queen looking at me like a pawn.
When the Wu-Tang Clan made their 1993 debut with their album titled Enter the 36 Chambers, they came into the game and it hit like a supernova. The album had went platinum and played a significant role in shifting the momentum back to the East Coast at the peak of West Coast dominance. The music was there. They brought cinematic and gritty production, kung fu mythology, a blend between 5% nation philosophies with harsh, vivid tales of inner city life and comic book style bravado. But they wanted to conquer the business side as well. RZA and Steve Rifkin came up with a plan that was going to spread the Wu-Tang brand across the industry, allowing members of the group to ink solo deals with different labels. Method Man, whom signed with Def Jam, released to Kyle. Ghostface Killah signed with Epic for Iron Man. Old Dirty Bastard signed with Electrica Records for Return of the 36 Chambers. Raekwon remained with Loud for Only Built for Cuban Links. GZA signed with Geffen Records for Liquid Swords, and U-God had signed with Priority.
Y'all dealing with Wu-Tang, you dealing with different chambers of different degrees of different thoughts and different knowledge and different experiences, you know what I'm saying? So let's talk about y'all got the first chamber, with the 36 chamber, you got a chance to briefly go into a lot of chambers at the same time. But then this year, we breaking these chambers down, you start to see the complexity and the intelligence as well as the skill level of each opponent in each chamber. You came with Methacal, you know what I'm saying? You came with that right there, you never heard nothing like that ever in your life, you know what I'm saying? Never will. Then we came back with ODB, the old dirty bastard. Crazy, the crazy drunken chamber. Then we coming with the chef, you know what I'm saying? That's the flavors. That's the flavors for all these criminals. Straight up street politicians. And like I said,
the plan was orchestrated to compensate the group's members due to their original Loud Records deal being at just $60,000. RZA also produced almost all of the solo albums and gave the Clan members their own identity through their projects. Method Man's album Takeover was in one hand showcased the true grit of New York City with a menacing and psychedelic overtone. GZA's Liquid Swords were meant to be people who appreciated razor-sharp lyricism, which delved into more so of Wu-Tang's kung fu methods. Old Dirty Bastard's Return of the 36 Chambers was just pure madness, and character-driven with unpredictable yelling, singing, rambling, and off-key rapping. Ghostface Killer's album Iron Man was a mixture of gritty street narratives with soulful 1970s samples crafted by RZA. But it was Ray and Ghost's Only Built for Cuban Links, which perfectly blended mafioso rap with street lingo, is what brought the Clan's street reputation to the front.
I must tell you that the Clan is a danger to the public. But still, for many men, just to hear of the name fills them with hate and loathing. But why? They never harmed anyone. I'm afraid they did. In the past, there's something that I would like you to do. First, I'll tell you about their style, Clan techniques, the main styles.
Fucking finger jab!
yeah.
Before the Only Built for Cuba Links album started to make rounds, they had gotten a threatening message from the Gambino family, one of the most feared and powerful of the 5 families in New York City. They were offended by Wu-Tang's using the name of Wu Gambinos, which was the original title for the album. And they made a call to Steve Rifkin to let him know that these guys, as in Wu-Tang, don't understand what they're playing with, and demanded they change the name. They even wanted a percentage of the name Wu Gambinos. Raekwon, pushing back, didn't want to change the title, but phone calls were made by the mob to Steve Rifkin's father, whom had industry ties, and they agreed to change the name of the title to Only Built for Cuban Links. But that did little to slow the Wu's momentum or did nothing to take away their credibility. Inspired by films such as Once Upon a Time in America, The Killer, The Godfather, Scarface, and cinematic mob films, RZA wanted to capture the streets. Method Man and ODB had already conquered radio with their singles All I Need and Shimmy Shimmy Y'all. GZA had the college professors. Now they wanted to deliver an album for the hardcore hip-hop heads and niggas in the streets. Only Built for Cuban Links was the album that cemented the Wu street credibility. It was unlike any other hip-hop album that was released during that time. While you had rappers like Kool G Rap who started mafioso rap, it was Wu-Tang that took it to the next level with a different element. Kool G Rap was painting pictures in his raps. RZA, Raekwon, and Ghostface wanted to create an album that had a concept of a mafia film on wax through an album. Only Built for Cuban Links was the album that cemented the Wu street credibility. It was unlike any hip-hop album that was released during that time period. While you had rappers like Kool G Rap who started mafioso rap, it was Wu-Tang that took it to the next level with a different element. Kool G Rap was painting pictures in his raps. RZA, Raekwon, and Ghostface wanted to create an album that was concept on the mafia film on wax. Wu members and guests will have different names and identities. The concept behind Only Built for Cuban Links is also interesting. They named it the Purple Tape because Ray knew it would stand out and it was inspired by how street-level drug dealers uniquely marked or branded their products to separate themselves from the competition. The album debuted at number 4 on the US Billboard 200 and number 2 on the top R&B hip-hop charts, selling 130K the first week and going gold later that year. The album shaped the landscape of the culture by popularizing mafioso rap and rap aliases. However, their brush-in with the Mafia was just the beginning of Wu-Tang's future issues with powerful figures in the industry.
My crew dipped down in leathers from Perry Ellis, driving LCs, moving like Goodfellas. The stash well hidden in the cash box with a padlock. Stop, slid uptown and back to Fox. Now back to my project where I settled, sporting gold medals and guarding the bass like Greg Nettles. With talking about me, that's MC. He sold hundreds of copies in the song as can be. It's Ghostface, grab your glass and toast them. Fake brothers that wanna get on, approaching them. I got a lock though, gun stuffed inside your nostril with colossal rhymes. That's rich, thicker than Bosco. Check the poetry that strikes back like a rivalry, generated from the hi-hats and herb tea.
Yo, I pulverize wise guys who drive by. My tapes murderless, analyze these wise guys now think. Built for Cuban link, ain't by my chick a mink. Come in the crib and check the gold sink. I'm living luxury constantly. Here's the Renaissance sponsor me. Who run the rap world comfortably? It be me and Ghostface and represent on the air with my brother named Joe Claire.
I'm up in there, and when I come to the joke, then you make it clear that when I flow, you best act like you do when Gambino's show. Show them the whole flow.
Yo, the set birth record of this rap tape has no beginning, nor ending. Your Buddha get laced. Never ace, acapella, mozzarella, parmesan raps. Stacked like cake racks, palm stars and scratch. Only built for Cuban link brothers who pull stings. Sporting big pieces of ice carved in rings. Big chains hang like mice by the tail. Throw flows like trash in the can stuffed in pails. Plus record sales growing like long nails. Shopping Bloomingdale, skip L from L's in the Max jail. Blow like a dryer, raw sliced papayas in the Caribbean. Chillin' with ladies Nigerian. I'm outside breathing the law, God bless my physical body. Ever since I first pissed in potties and took the stand of a young man. Tony Stark's the first black man to bomb foreign lands. And fresher than salt water taffy, I'm a bubble like shampoo. You know brothers who wanna do what? Man who? Bring on your crew. My crew is like Nicky Scarface, Al Capone, Maximilian, Kaka, Noodles, Malcolm X, Clarence X. You know what I'm saying? Get my crew back, you know what I'm saying? Word up, y'all. This how we do.
Do to give back to the community. Also directed mostly towards ODB. I know Praz and the Fugees do things for the community, but what is going to be your theme for the community?
Nothing.
But Don't get me wrong now. Don't get me wrong. I send you love.
If there wasn't anyone's life that would be considered a movie, it would be Russell Old Dirty Bastard Jones, formerly known for being crazy, being the loudmouth, and wild and unpredictable member of the Wu-Tang Clan. ODB was possibly one of the most polarizing figures of the Wu. That wild, erratic personality worked perfectly for him in his debut album, Return to 36 Chambers. But as the popularity of the Clan blew and more money was being made, Dirty's behavior became more reckless, and it was mixed with also paranoia. Between 1997 and 2000, Old Dirty was involved in many shootouts, being arrested for drug possession, domestic violence, and being targeted by the NYPD. ODB will often scream about being targeted in his raps and old videos alike, talking about the Illuminati and rap police. And it was proven that he may have been right all along in the later years.
Same with Phil. Take all this out my mouth for a second.
That just pops right out?
Yeah, it pops right out. Let me let y'all know how I feel. To me, it's like everybody's scared of the government, you know what I'm saying? Because they killed Tupac and they killed Biggie Smalls. I don't care what y'all say. That's my seeing. Who cares? I'm just letting y'all know, y'all can be afraid of the government all y'all want to. Y'all been afraid of the government for 29 years. Y'all ain't telling me I was Jesus, so it's okay. I love you. Don't, you know what I'm saying? I'm just letting y'all know all that afraid of the government stuff, you know what I'm saying? That's dead in my life, man, because I got special things to put on people. You know what I'm saying? You know, but don't get me wrong, I love y'all, you know what I'm saying? If you're gonna be real, you know what I'm saying? That's all I'm saying. Don't play no games. This ain't no games no more. All right? If you're gonna be real, keep it real. When you see my next album, God Made Dirt, and Dirt Don't Hurt Baby Jesus, then you're gonna see what's really real and what's gonna happen. All right.
The Wu-Tang Clan was spied on by the FBI, which connected ODB to serious crimes, including suspected involvement in murder for hire, illegal gun sales, and racketeering investigations regarding the Wu-Tang Clan itself.
If you're a real fan of the Wu-Tang Clan, you probably know the rumor behind why this image is different from this image, and it's because of the FBI. This is the cover of Wu-Tang Clan's 2001 album Iron Flag. The difference between the album cover and the image is that Capodanno was airbrushed out of it. Why exactly he was removed has never been confirmed, but it is 100% confirmed that in May 2000, the Village Voice revealed that Kappa's manager was an FBI informant in a piece called The Rap Group and the Rat. Capodanno wasn't an official member of the Wu-Tang, but he was always around. He missed out on being on 36 Chambers because he was in jail, but once he got out, he appeared on most Wu albums. In the late 90s, he started being managed by a guy named Michael Caruso. In the early 90s, Caruso ran a drug ring at the legendary New York nightclub called Limelight. The club was owned by Peter Gayton, who also owned other infamous clubs like The Tunnel and produced a movie, A Bronx Tale. In 1996, the feds investigated Gayton for selling X in his clubs. Michael Caruso testified against Gayton during that trial in exchange for a lighter sentence after admitting to crimes like extortion, bank robbery, home invasion, and drug trafficking. Gayton still beat the charges, though the feds later got him on tax evasion. Caruso never spent any time in jail because he was also able to bring down another infamous nightclub kingpin in Miami. He then went on to become Capodanno's manager. The funny part is, according to the Village Voice reporter Frank Owen, who broke the story, he claimed that the Wu refused to believe that Caruso was a snitch, even after he sent them a 36-page document with his reporting and transcripts from the Gayton trial, though he did wonder if the Wu even read the files. He claimed someone approached Ghostface with the files, and Ghost threatened them and reportedly said, "How could you say that about Mike? Mike's a good guy." The Wu did eventually face facts, because a few weeks after the Village Voice story broke, Rolling Stone reported that the Wu had cut ties with Caruso. Whether or not they cut ties with Cap because of Caruso has become somewhat of an urban legend. For what it's worth, Cap's second album, The Yin and the Yang, dropped in April 2001 on RZA's Razor Sharp Records, and it still had contributions from Dak and Ghost. And he did get into a contract dispute with RZA around this time, which could have been a factor, but that happened with Wu-Tang all the time. All of this probably would have been forgotten, but I'm always reminded of it because they airbrushed Kappa out of the album cover, but they forgot to airbrush his leg.
The investigation would last several years, with ODB possibly being the main target. When he was sentenced to prison, when he was targeted by both guards and inmates alike. He had his leg broken, his jaw broken. He was beaten down and broken physically and mentally by the time of his release in 2003. Sadly, a year later, ODB would pass away later, days before his birthday. This was probably one of the biggest tragedies in hip-hop, and the Clan was never the same afterwards. However, in 2012, it was revealed that the FBI files exposed ODB being a target and being spied on by the FBI, NYPD alike. While many have labeled him as crazy, this was evidence that he was right all along. The friction amongst the group continued throughout every release, from 8 diagrams to There Is a Better Tomorrow, with the chemistry no longer being intact as it once was. Many of the Wu members had clashes and public spats about RZA, Divine, and Power, about compensation, royalties, and in You God's case and Inspector Dett's case, disappointment about their lack of concentration for their solo efforts. As the friction continued to grow, the Clan's pulse started to weaken. After breaking from RZA, the Clan started to drift away from the sound that made them famous and tried to chase trendy sounds for sales. This led to many solo efforts being panned as critical disappointment, alongside with egos and money being the driving force behind what separated the clan, and it could be felt on the later albums. A lot of this still had to do with being blackballed from Hot 97, which started the ripple effect. The Wu's reputation for being dangerous and not being a full unit hurt them from getting booked for shows as well. The group was considered dangerous to many within the industry, but the impact they have made can never be denied. When Raekwon decided to revisit his Only Built for Cuba Link roots for his sequel, Only Built for Cuba Links Part 2, it reintroduced a new generation of fans. Just like Ghostface saved the Wu with Supreme Clientele, Raekwon did it 10 years later with Cuba Links 2, and it was a major success. The clan would still tour and release documentaries, movies, and TV series telling their stories in the big screen and small screen alike, and a decade later with their series on Hulu. Wu-Tang has survived being blackballed, losing a core member, losing millions, the Mafia, the FBI, egos, and still remain as possibly the most impactful group of all time, proving that Wu-Tang is indeed forever. This is King Eric, and thank you for watching.